This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting matchups in college football every time these two blue-blood programs meet. These are two of the winningest programs in the history of the game. And you'll remember, last year, Alabama going into Norman and beating the Sooners. There is a lot riding on the line today when these two teams meet. I can't wait to keep you posted on what's happening on the field and how the players are reacting with that revenge and redemption on their mind. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Throwing Russell. Got a man. It's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Could be an alley. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Keelan Russell, under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real different.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Russell. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Russell. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the right.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Easy. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Running into the open. Here's a little room there. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Red pass, it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stakes. Get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Sends it downfield. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give on the option. Powers through the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keelan Russell. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback may change this route. Russell. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I mean, that's exactly what this offense needed, man. They needed a big play, some kind of momentum to go their way. Offense really hadn't showed up in this football game yet. That gets them going. Maybe the QB gets a little juice. Maybe this is what that offense needed to get rolling.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
A run for the quarterback. Tried to run it on 4th and 2, and he won't make it. He'll be stopped a yard short.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Shows him the stiff arm. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. This quarterback part of their running game. Finding some room. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Sooners.
My goodness, you're backed up. Just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on fourth down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. Fourth down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says fourth down, and I'm going for it.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
To the air, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the back. Handoff to Xavier. Maybe a crease. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 13 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Fighting Irish getting a banner day.
And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some... Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Escapes the pressure going right. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gets it to him on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Might have a chance. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Alabama pushing the tempo. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is
intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, this quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Moving past the... Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's in open space downfield. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Tide crowd rolling From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Using his legs, it's Hill. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throwing Russell. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On third down, here's Robinson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to Robinson. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And I get it. This QB has to make a play. They're trailing the football game. Time's running out, but man, we also got to know when to throw that thing away and not take the big loss. Just what this defense needed, trying to preserve the lead late in this football game.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop with this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Creates a little room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Edwards. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23.
The biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Keelan Russell floats it out in space, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense.
They got him in the end zone for a safety. Just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll take it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there, take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off. The defense now, go make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline. Immediately, short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Calls his own number. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. punt is in the air on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw, it's Mateer. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Now on the option. Now the toss. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Number 45, set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.